Hello and welcome to another mod spotlight. Today I'm taking a look at Ropes Plus, which adds rope, arrows, and some other cool things to Minecraft. Now to start, you probably want to make some rope, which is made like this using string, and you get 6 rope. Rope itself cannot be placed down, and it's mainly used for its crafting recipes for stuff like the grappling hook and the hook shot. Now, the grappling hook is the next time we'll look at, which is rope and iron, which is actually the best way to actually use rope. So if you throw it, it will latch onto the side of a block and have a rope you can climb, much like a ladder. Now, if you want the grappling hook back, you just break the rope at any spot and the grappling hook will drop again so you can reuse it. This is very useful if you just want to climb up things like trees that you can't jump to and don't want to build up. Next, we have the hook shot, which is made like this with a grappling hook, rope, piston, and some iron, and it also needs hook shot cartridges so it can fire made from gunpowder and paper. So how it works is just you right click and release immediately, and it'll fire a rope. If you just right click again, it will withdraw the rope, although you still lose the hook shot cartridge. So if we do this and I hold down right click and release, it will draw me over to where the rope is. You also can use this with the zipline anchor here, and if I just set this up here, let's see, and oops, messed that up, sorry. And ta-da! So now I have a very odd shaped rope connected from these two locations, and I can right click here to slide on across. And it only works the one way where the anchor is though, but it's a very cool way to traverse your world and cross areas. Now the final thing this mod adds are new arrows, which you can see here. Dirt, exploding, fire, seed, frost, penetrating, slime, torch, warp, confusion, rope, and redstone torch. Now these can be crafted like this with using the standard arrow recipe, only with a different block instead of flint, and you can see all of them here. I'll just go over real quickly using craft guide. But yeah, so pretty much how it works is when you have a bow equipped, you have this new menu up there, and if you press the apostrophe, it will hide it, but you can use comma and period to switch between your arrows, and let me just demonstrate each one really quickly if I can. So first up we have the dirt arrow, which makes a dirt block where it lands. Then we have the exploding arrow, which as you would guess, I think it actually only explodes if I hit a mob. Oh, nope, it's timed. My bad. Then we have, oh, went back to the dirt arrow, the fire arrow, which I'm not sure if it sets, oh, it actually sets blocks on fire. Oops. Well, to make up for that tree I just burnt down, we have the seed arrow, which when fires will plant a seed, or it seems a flower in this case. Let's fire it again. Dead bush. So it just plants different things where you fire it. Not probably the most useful thing, but oh, and went back to fire arrow. Then we have the frost arrow, which I'm not sure if it will do anything without hitting a mob. I think it gives slowness though. Penetrating is another one that only works on a mob, I believe. It just will go through armor, I think. Slime arrow, it will spawn a small slime, if I remember right. Torch arrow, as you would expect, it places a torch. And actually, if we, since this slime's coming towards us, oops, and I one-shot it. There's also the warp arrow, which is actually really useful because when I fire it, it will teleport me to where it lands, kind of like an ender pearl. So I can use this to teleport back over there now. So that one's actually very useful. And let's see, we have a few more to go. We have the confusion arrow, which of course will kill the slime, but I forget which this one actually does. The rope arrow and the redstone torch arrow, which fires a redstone torch. So now to go back to the rope arrow, it works a lot like the grappling hook, only in an arrow form. And the interesting thing about this is you can hit the bottom of things. So if I shoot there, it will spawn a rope. I actually was aiming at that one, but yeah, so I can shoot it and it will spawn a rope, and I think I can break it and I'll get some of the supplies back, or all the supplies back disassembled, so I can make another rope arrow. You also can use it to hit the side of things, so this can be useful if you just want to make some rope to scale up the side of walls or such. And the final thing to note is that this mod does have a very nice config file. You can change the outputs for the arrow recipes, so if you felt like 4 slime arrows was too many, you could lower it to 1. Or you could say dirt makes 10 arrows instead of 4. You also can change the damage of each arrow if you feel any are over or underpowered, and you can turn off each arrow individually as well as the grappling hook and hook shot. Anyway, that's it for this mod spotlight, so hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.